Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down throw for Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. This carry brought to an end at the 8th. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Roethlisberger gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I
didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! Hey, we got four now.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to drop him for a loss of 4. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because with their hope. Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Let's go now.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Set. Black 80. Focus, focus.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Jack 16.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense. Now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out. Pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Four down. Jack 16.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The give is to Bell, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave. In there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Four down. Leopard! Leopard! Hot!
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Mayfield to throw it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check.
Now Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't I don't even know how to describe it, and I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Ben to throw again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Hyde. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go!
And they take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And they'll indeed take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
you